Today's episode is about happy songs. I had sad songs last week, and this week it's happy songs. I looked through my list and found that there are as many different kinds of happiness as there are sadness. And so we have a celebration song and just a plain old exuberance song and one freedom song, and it's a funny song. So I'm looking forward to it. I'm going to start off with one from many years ago. I wrote this song in the early 80s. I was at the Laundromat with a friend of mine that I was visiting on Whidbey Island. And she and I are great friends. We're still great friends to this day. And we've known each other since the 70s when we met at a Willie Nelson concert. It was great. It was a wonderful show. He finished up, left the lights up, and just came down into the crowd and started talking to people. And on the steps during an intermission, I met this woman named Barbara, and my best friend was with me, and he met her too at the same time. We all got talking. They too became sweethearts and moved to Memphis years ago later, and I followed them. All kinds of story oriented around this person. Anyway, later in the next decade, I went and visited her, and I had a wonderful time. And doing laundry, and when we walked out of the laundromat, I had the most extraordinary happiness. It was pure joy. I just felt so happy. And this song started going through my head, and it's called Laundromat, as you might expect. Anyway, it's my lesson from this song is that it doesn't really matter what you're doing. If you're doing it with the right person, it can be a ton of fun. Come on, baby, do the laundromat. We're gonna show them where it's at. They're gonna be dancing in the street, happy socks on happy feet. We're gonna make them throw away the Newsweek and the Woman's Day. Come on, baby, do the laundromat with me. Bring your hands and bring your feet, 'cause they gonna dig that laundry beat. Bring your shirts and bring your pants, 'cause we gonna make them sing and dance. We gonna make that crazy sound and watch some clothes go round and round. Come on, baby, do the laundromat with me. Ba-dum-ba-boo-ba-ba-ba-boo-da-da-da-ba. It's a beautiful day. Ba-do-ba-ba-do-da-da-da. What a treat to feel this way. Ba-boo-da-da-da-ba-ba-do-do-do-do-do-ba-ba-ba. Come on, baby, do the laundromat with me. So, come on, baby, do the laundromat. We're gonna show them where it's at. All you gotta do is put your quarter in and watch that laundry spin and spin. We're gonna sing and dance and shout and watch the tide go in and out. Come on, baby, do the laundromat with me. Ba-dum-ba-boo-ba-ba-ba-doo-da-da-da-da. It's a beautiful day. Ba-doo-ba-ba-doo-da-da-da. What a treat to feel this way. Ba-boo-da-ba-da-da-ba-doo-ba-doo-boo-doo-da-da-bow. Come on, baby, do the laundromat with me. Ba-ba-doo-ba-da-doo-doo-doo. Ba-dee-da-da-da-da-da. Thank you. Here's another one about a happy moment. We were lying in bed on a weekend morning, and I remember it was 2006, because all of our friends were going crazy buying houses. That was a big housing boom. The interest rates were low, and they're just snapping up big houses left and right. But we lived in a really little place up in the trees, in the oak trees above Atascadero in California. And we called it the tree house, and it was really sweet, shady, but it was tiny. And the subject of this conversation was our friends and our real estate acquisitions. And we just decided we were just as happy in this bed. All we really needed was the queen-size bed, that's the minimum for a house, 35 square feet, 7 by 5. And as impractical as that might seem, it led to a song. It's called 35 Square Foot Mansion. How much space do you think we need to make a place for you and me? This queen-sized bed is 5 feet by 7. Sometimes that's all the real estate you need. We've got a 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. There's a house up on a hill. I see it every time I'm driving home. They got a tennis court and swimming pool. On 20 acres you can be alone. They got no neighbors to borrow power tools. They got no family to make them blue. They never argue, they never see each other. I'm so glad I'm coming home to you and our 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. There's a girl up on the screen. I read about her in the checkout line. She's got $1 million diamond ring. She's got a man who's gone all the time. She's got the parties, she's got the money too, and all the goodies that the world can give. I got a feeling she's just like me and you. She'd give it all for a chance to live in a 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. I'm the richest man in town. There ain't a man or woman in the whole world, honey, to feel jealous of. 'Cause love will get you through when you don't have money. And what good is money if you don't have love? Maybe I should get a better job. We'll buy a castle with an ocean view. Then I can get myself a fancy car and drive another 40 miles to you. I know you're in there. I holler, hello, honey. I think I hear you holler back at me. I get a beer, go find the living room, and spend the evening with the huge TV. Nah, I'll take the 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. We've got a 35 square foot mansion. I've been to heaven and it's 5 by 7. It's a 35 square foot mansion, and I'm the richest man in town. I'm the richest man in town. Thank you. I have a good friend on the Central Coast. We've known each other for years. By the Central Coast, I mean San Luis Obispo County in California. His name is Jody Mulgrew, and he's a fabulous musician. one of the finest musicians I've ever had the pleasure of working with, and one of the best songwriters I know. He's got a great album called Toyota Dolphin. Very strange name, but it's a great song and a great album. Anyway, he and I recorded that song together, and it's on Spotify. And so finally I have a recording of 35 Square Foot Mansion up online that I'm proud of. Collaboration with Jody. How's everybody doing? Good. If we were in a bar, you would go, woohoo! That's the standard response to that question. Right, great. This song is kind of a rare one for me to play. It's called The List, and it's really a dream song. It's not about a real person. It's about a dream I had. I can still see the face of the person in the dream. I met somebody, and it was a very instant connection. And she had I won't describe her face, sort of leonine, kind of a lion face, and really a beautiful gold-colored eyes. And when I woke up, I was, it was one of those little wistful sadnesses. But I did write this song about that dream and the feeling and kind of a prayer for that person to come along. And sure enough, I met somebody who had a fabulous relationship just about a few days after I wrote this song. So it was kind of as though I wished this into existence. And the joy that I felt playing that song during that time period, having just met somebody and having it sort of the dream come true in a way, is very much with me when I sing it. So this song is called The List. I sat down, pen in hand, made my list, no holds barred. Oh, make her strong, a little wild, old of soul and young of heart, with flashing eyes reflecting mine. No walls can stand before that fire, and gentle hands that move so slow, they drive me wild, oh drive me wild. This can't be, feel like coming home the first time, feels like coming home, being here feels like coming home with you. I want to laugh a lot, I want to kiss for days, I want to roll around on a sunny hill and talk till dawn with no holds barred, and fan the flame, oh fan the flame. As I wrote, I could not know that you sat down with pen in hand. Oh, make him strong, a little wild, with flashing eyes and gentle hands. I left my list, I went outside, I was myself, I lived my life, and there you were, and there you were, and there you were, and there you were. This can't be, feels like coming home the first time, feels like coming home, being here feels like coming home with you. Thank you. I don't like alarm clocks at all. I used to have a coffee pot alarm clock. I took a hardware store timer like you'd use to turn on the sprinklers or whatever, and I hooked it, put it next to my bed, and I plugged a Mr. Coffee into it and loaded it up and put a mug there. And so every morning for work, I'd wake up to the sound and the smell of the Mr. Coffee going bloop, 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 and then just have my first cup of coffee without ever rolling out of bed. That was a really good idea. And when I quit working full time, I just abandoned alarm clocks completely. But when I did, I was a big fan of when I did have them, I was a big fan of the snooze alarm. And so I'd set the thing for 15 minutes early and just hit that snooze alarm several times before I got up. And so, of course, I decided I had to write a song about it.
Hey, don't you think that bacon on a hot plate would have been a better option?
Oh, nice. Oh, my goodness. There ought to be a bacon little tree to hang off your rearview mirror. Yeah, that would have been great. Early to bed, early to rise, all it ever gave me is bloodshot eyes. 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. Pushing it once, pushing it twice, push it till noon to be mighty nice. 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. 5 more minutes, 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 5 more minutes. Give me 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. We go out, we do it right. I wish we hadn't done it on a Sunday night. 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. We got home 3:45, kept on dancing on the kitchen floor. 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. 7 in the morning and I'm ready to scream. I was right in the middle of a beautiful dream. I dreamed I was singing in a big old band and didn't have to get up and go work for the man. There may be life after you die, but life before breakfast is a stinking lie. 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. 5 more minutes, 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 5 more minutes. Give me 5 more minutes, honey, hit the snooze alarm. Thank you. I don't, in a live show, in presence of an audience, I never sing those echoes. Hi, thanks, Amy. I see the clap. I never sing those. I never sing those echoes. People know exactly what to do. I have to go to my guitar case and get a second capo for this next one, so I will be right back. Oh. I actually had it with me. This is sort of a double layered forget. I thought I was wrong, but I was mistaken. All right. This one, of course, is from my big bus trip from Seattle to Memphis back in 1978. I rode with to visit my friends in Memphis, and I ended up staying for a year and a half. It was the first big bus trip I ever took, and I tell you, 3 days on a Trailways bus is a long time. Didn't get a whole lot of sleep. I'll put it that way. And really made some good friends, none of which I ever saw again. But boy, those 3-day friendships, they can be pretty darned good. Yeah. Okay, this one's called 7 Miles to Memphis and doesn't need much introduction because it is a story. She got on at the Portland station on the first day out of 3. I liked the way she looked and I was glad when she sat by me. She said, "Honey, what's your destination?" I said, "Memphis, Tennessee. I got a pickin' partner there and it's a place I've always wanted to be." By the time we got to Bend, I knew her whole life story. She knew my dreams and my plans. By morning she was sleeping with her head on my shoulder. I was a happy man. Have a good life. It's been good to know you. It's 7 miles to Memphis. Did you read the sign? Have a good life. It's been good to know you. And maybe sometime, if the wind is right, we'll blow in the same direction for another night. It's a crazy world, and crazy things happen all the time. Next day we made friends with the neighbors and I got down my guitar. A couple of the many things you can't do in your car. The kid from Colorado had a 12-string Gibson and he played on a couple of songs. And then he gathered up his stuff and motioned us to come along. 'Cause everybody knows that all the cool kids gravitate to the back of the bus. We made up endless verses to the Trailways Blues until the driver yelled at us. I was traveling with a sheet of paper that was laced with LSD. I cut apart a dozen hits and passed them out for free. A couple hours later we were all best buddies and I started playing my own songs. I'd only written half a dozen so I had to play them twice and everybody sang along. Have a good life. It's been good to know you. It's 7 miles to Memphis. Did you read the sign? Have a good life. It's been good to know you. And maybe sometime, if the wind is right, we'll blow in the same direction for another night. It's a crazy world, and crazy things happen all the time. We stopped to get some breakfast and the scenery kept moving. When does this cafe slow down? We laughed until it hurt, 'cause they call it Trailways. What a trip we took to Memphis town. I had a goodbye hug with my friend from Portland and we promised that we'd stay in touch. We meant it when we said it, but we knew it doesn't happen too much. I turned back and hollered from the top of the stairs, "I'm gonna make it, you wait and see." There was a chorus of agreement and they all waved back at me. Oh, I never stopped writing, I never stopped singing. Did I make it in the music biz? Well, if you do what you love, love will follow. And if that's not success, what is? Have a good life. It's been good to know you. It's 7 miles to Memphis. Did you read the sign? Have a good life. It's been good to know you. And maybe sometime, if the wind is right, we'll blow in the same direction for another night. It's a crazy world, and crazy things happen all the time. It's a crazy world, and crazy things happen all the time. Thank you. Goodbye, John. That bus ride changed my life. That was one of the major events that put me on a career path of just, no matter what else I was doing, and I've done probably 40 things for a living in my life, and no matter what I've been doing in all those chapters of all this long life now, I've always written songs and always played them. And it's partly because of the look on those people's faces. It was like if I ever run into one of those people, had so much hope and joy. So my silly early songs, I had like maybe one song at that point that's still in my set list. I think even that one was half finished. And the response that they gave me was so wonderful that, I really wanted to be able to tell them that I kept on doing it. That's wonderful. It's wonderful that those people had such an effect on me, and I hope that bus ride had some effect long term on some of those other people. Everything in that song is literally true. Everything's word for word true. We had the joke about when you on hallucinogenic drug, the things will keep on moving. We had the joke about, wow, this bus is called Trailways, and there's trails when you see things. And we went and sat in a cafe, and everybody had this. It happens when you get off the freeway where everything keeps on moving for a little while, but on LSD it keeps on moving like crazy. And so there we are sitting at the table, the view outside the windows is rolling past just like it was on a train. That was quite a thing. That was the best thing about drugs, I think, was the friendships. It's good that there are other ways to make good friends. Yeah. Well, I've got one more song on my chosen songs for today. This is another one that's literally true. I just described a relationship, and it's called Real Girl. I like the way it sounds. I think it's a happy sounding song. It's a happy feeling song. I went through a period in my life where I kind of went out of touch with all my old friends, and when I came out of that period and started to reestablish contact, this person that this song is about was one of the people that I called up, and we talked, and I got to play her this song again over the phone, and it was delightful, a great moment. A lot of my songs are not about real people or real times, but some of them are, and those are especially fun. So here's Real Girl. Young, I had 100 girlfriends in my bed, coming to me tenderly from where they lived inside my teenage head. A little later, I discovered just a click away, the lovers in the world could almost sort of be mine in a way. My computer's off today, 'cause you're a real girl. Don't apologize when your hair is a mess. You're a real girl. I hope you realize I like you best when I know you're a real girl. You take your tea with cream. You're a real girl. You're not a picture in a magazine. The internet has now connected every human being. When it comes to moving day, your 1,000 friends are nowhere to be seen. I gotta say, moving day's my favorite time of all. I get to pick up heavy things and help you hang your pictures on the wall. Doesn't bother me at all, 'cause you're a real girl. Don't apologize when your house is a mess. You're a real girl. I hope you realize I like you best when I know you're a real girl. You take your tea with cream. You're a real girl. You're not a picture in a magazine. You're a real girl. All right. Thank you much. Well, I'm glad you're all here today. I did put my tip jar in the chat, my donations bucket there in the chat. That's always much appreciated. Anybody got anything they want to request or anything they want to discuss?
Did you mention you were going to do flying, the one? Is that?
I was going to, and then I decided to save it for next week, but I'd be happy to sing it today as well. I have next week's concert is on the subject of freedom, and flying dreams are very much about freedom. It's funny that you would bring it up again. I will. You bet. I'll play it right now. I have started having sort of a senior version of flying dreams. A couple of nights ago, I dreamed that I was standing on the sidewalk with next to a friend, and she was sitting in a lawn chair on the sidewalk, and I squatted down on my haunches next to her, all the way fully where my butt was sitting on my heels, and it didn't hurt. And I went, oh yeah, I remember how to do this. Amazing! What happened? I can do this. I can sit on my haunches. And I sat there happily talking to her, sitting down on my haunches for all that time. And I still have flying dreams, but now I also have squatting dreams and the occasional running dream. And everything's normal. I'm fine again. I'm not old anymore. And it even came with all the emotions that come with a flying dream, the sense of freedom, the sense that this is natural and normal, and that I know how to do it, and how come I don't just do it all the time? And then that's a little wistful sadness when I wake up and realize that actually I can't fly or squat without hurting. Yeah. This song, in fact, that wistful feeling, that sad feeling of waking up and realizing that you can't fly. I had a 10-year drought of crying. I didn't cry from the time I was 13 until I was about 23 and 24. And when I wrote this song, it made me cry. On the stove, a big band on the radio. Open up the curtains to the sky. and hit the light and stare out at the starry night. I wonder if I'll ever learn to fly. It feels so easy, feels so right to rise above the city lights. I hope I have my flying dream tonight. I hope I have my flying dream tonight. And I know I'm doing something right. I'm gliding down the street. I feel my body rise above the ground, dodging all the power lines and mountains that I meet. I'm free until the morning comes around, coming down. Bacon cooking on the stove, the Beatles on the radio. The sky is blue, the clouds are drifting by. I wonder how I got to be a prisoner of gravity. I know there's more to me than meets the eye. I know that I could fly right now if I could just remember how. I know I'll make it through the day alright if I can have my flying dream tonight. 'Cause it feels so easy, feels so right to rise above the city lights. I hope I have my flying dream tonight. I hope I have my flying dream tonight. Ooh, flying dream. Ooh, flying dream. Ooh, flying dream. Yeah, that was a joy to play for you.
You got your bacon there, Dean.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was thinking. I got the bacon on that one too.
You did, yeah.
Twofer.
I felt it coming. I heard it go by as well. Oh, there's Dean's bacon. Great.
So, did you ever find that any activities before going to sleep would increase the likelihood of a flying dream, like bird watching, or who knows? I don't know.
Yes. Yes, I only bird watching. That would be a good one. I like that. Mostly they've come in times of increased freedom. Like it's some kind of a celebration. Like if there's something bad and onerous going on in my life and it's over and I'm free of it, I'll have a flying dream. But one thing that's triggered flying dreams and lucid dreams for me is eating cacao nibs before bed. Whatever those alkaloids are that's in raw cacao or lightly roasted cacao seem to enhance my dreams without keeping me awake.
Well, that's kind of how I feel. Can't help but feel happy about a song that I have a request for.
Oh, great.
I don't know if it's actually, it's not necessarily a happy song, but it's so silly that it makes me smile.
Which one?
I'm wondering if you'll play You Just Took a Bite of the Apple.
Oh my gosh. Sure.
Took a bite out of the apple of my eye?
That's right. You just took a bite from the apple of my eye.
I
Great.
think you can't help but smile.
My best buddy in Memphis was Matt Blumenfeld, terrific guitar player, and we lived together and did a lot of music together. And he said before one evening, he told me that he'd thought of this title. He's the guy who thought of "You Just Took a Bite from the Apple of My Eye." So he told me, yeah, I thought of this song title, and lo and behold, without even trying, no intention to do so, in the night, in my dream life, I wrote the song. And before anything else in the morning, I jumped out of bed. I mean, actually off the couch, because those were the days when my bed was a couch. I jumped off the couch and grabbed my guitar. Yeah. Now, this is going to take a minute, because I got to figure out got to take a guess as to where the capo is and remember what the chords are. This is an oldie. All right, here we go. I have tried to get along with peaches, pears, and grapes. I've had a real fruit salad on my hands. But even maraschino cherries don't have what it takes. You stole the only woman I could stand. You just took a bite from the apple of my eye. You came along and plucked her from my tree. I hope you have a good time with the apple of my eye, but don't forget to throw the core to me. You picked her for the way she looks and for the way she feels, but the things I care the most about are way beneath the peel. You just took a bite from the apple of my eye. You came along and plucked her from my tree. I hope you have a good time with the apple of my eye, but don't forget to throw the core to me. Thank you. Sure would love to hear Buck Owens sing that song.
Thank you for
Yeah.
playing that.
You bet. It's cool.